Haven't done this in a while. So it's 53 degrees this morning. It's gonna get to a high of 56 and it's wet, it's gonna rain, and so I think we've made the decision that it's time to fire up the diesel heater for a cozy day aboard in this beautiful anchorage. And Katie's making some coffee. So we're gonna fire this thing up. I gotta go turn the fuel valves on in the head. Turn that fuel valve on down there. And then light the thing up. Here we go. Hey, that worked. Okay, it's starting to go. The temperature inside the burner box down here is getting so hot that the fuel is actually evaporating. And so the flame ends up rising up to just above this burner ring here that you can see. And it just makes for the most aesthetically pleasing flame. You can see it's starting to build up now. It's climbing up the sides of the burner box. So I have the fan on at the moment to help the thing get up to temperature, and then once it gets up to temperature, it's self-sustaining and I shut the fan off. You can smell it's burning off the dust from it sitting and not being used for the last year. You can already feel the heat, the cozy heat though. It's nice.
Yes, taking a reading morning.
Yeah, it's a nice cozy coffee and book morning for us here. Yeah.
Making space.
Yeah, what are you reading?
On the chapter called Hunger.
Hunger.
Ooh. Comforting.
Mm-hmm. Does it make you feel privileged that we have all this food all the time?
Yeah, because that's not going to be the case. I mean, if we can work towards new climate resilient practices, then there is some hope, but you have the most hope in the future of learning how to grow and cultivate your own food sources. So for us, if we're on the boat, it's like fishing, so we have to go fishing and eating like local fruit trees, whatever is like growing locally, and it'll probably be actually like what's growing like wild. Preserve anything fresh that we have, like pickling or canning, sprouts, stuff like that. That's like sustainably grown but full of nutrients, because also the food is just going to continue to decline in the proper nutrients that we need.
Just some light reading and coffee table conversation, casual for Katy and I. Actually, this is what we talk about a lot of the time. The really nice thing is I have this shutoff valve right here, so I can actually leave for the climate that we are in, the temperature that we are in. I can leave the valve set exactly where I want it to meter the fuel, and I just turn it on and off with this valve here. Let's see what it looks like without the fan on. You can see that the flame is completely above the ring now. There's no flame down in the burner box. And this is exactly how this thing is designed to run, just like this. Hey everyone, I'm Parker.
And I'm Katie.
And this is our boat, Seawind. I bought Seawind in 2016 with my entire savings and no clue what it would take to turn her into what she is today. With the help of my dad and a few friends, I slowly tackled project after project, transforming this old boat into what I envisioned when we first met. Halfway through this 5.5-year project, I met Katy, and we've been inseparable ever since. In truth, this only shows a fraction of what it really took in order to get to where we're at today, in a beautiful anchorage, making this video.
Together, we have come a long way. We have learned the beautiful and brutal lessons that the water has to offer. We have come to know heartache and loss and to dance despite it all. I work a full-time job on the go, which presents its own unique challenges and opportunities. But at the end of the day, it's our desire to move slowly and live fully that makes it all worth it.
Sailing Seawind is our unique attempt at showing how we choose to live with a lighter carbon footprint, how we plan to make our mark on this ever-changing world. It's a place for us to show that every one of us is connected, and that we will all go further together. So we finally made it back out here to seal these clamshells down permanently. I got a nice little layer of butyl on these things to give these as much of a fighting chance as they can down here in this harsh environment. And then I'm going to put some Tef gel on the screws and run them in and hope for the best. That looks pretty good. Alright, we got the completed project here. They are both permanently installed and ready for action. Ready to deflect water and protect our interior space from salt water. I fit as much Tef gel and butyl as I could to give these things a fighting chance down here. And yeah, I also got to inspect the new bobstay that I put on and the bobstay tang, and everything looks nice and ship shape still, just like how I left it. And I am going to get back into our warm cabin because it is freezing out here. But I have to say, even though it's cold, this is a beautiful place. All these beautiful homes lining the bay here. And at night, all these houses are lit up like Christmas trees, and it's just gorgeous. I am ready to go sailing again. I am confident that we will not have water coming in through our anchor locker anymore. Alright, so today we're actually at a marina for the first time since New York City, and it feels good. I have running water here. A couple of the main reasons is laundry, and I wanted to rinse the boat off because it's been caked with salt water for the last month. And so we're here. This is called Spring Cove Marina. It's a really nice place here in Solomon. Nice and comfy here. We just took showers at the marina, really nice showers, and Katie's working. She has meetings today, and then we're gonna go see what this place is about later this afternoon. Get all that salt off of everything for a little while.
Well, there ain't much time left to figure things out. Deep underneath all the laser, your doubts. There's a heart gone out of rhythm in despair. Hell underwater, fine for air. Breathe in, breathe out. Hey, come alive. Breathe in, breathe out. Look at the colors
So it is about noon, and it is Thursday? Yeah, it's Thursday, doesn't really matter. And one of my jobs today is to clean our pinwheel speed sensor that is down in the hull. It tells our instruments how fast the boat is moving through the water, and it is stuck. And I need it stuck, and I need to take it out. And that's fun because you basically open up a hole into your boat, and then you have to stick this plug into the hole, and then you can clean it. But there's a few seconds there where it gets pretty dicey. I'll show you what I mean. was fun. For some reason that plug wouldn't push down at first, and then when I actually got it in there, it cross-threaded a little bit, first like quarter thread, and I couldn't get it to turn, and then I had to back it off, and that was just like kind of chaos. So here's our thing. I've wiped it off a little bit, but it is like super sludgy. Let's spray off of the hose. It looks pretty good. Go. Jesus, that's a lot of water.
I'm going to know like cold outside does that, you know?
Mm-hmm. Alright, that's in. Okay, so here's a little bit of ingenuity. Took me a little while, but figured out what to do. I'm changing a clevis pin out on the headstay, and I didn't realize how heavy the whole thing is when the sail's on it. And so when I got the pin out, I realized how heavy it was, and my weight isn't enough to push it down to line the hole back up. So for the first time ever, I've employed the rope side of my anchor windlass and used the spare dock line around the drum of the furler down through the bow roller and back to here. And I got the pin in. I'm getting rid of those rings because I just don't care for them.
Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Downwind on.
Cold. It is freezing. It's like 39 degrees outside. Okay, goodbye, Solomons. It was nice. Spring Cove Marina is awesome. Okay, little update today. Haven't spoken to the camera in a little while, but we left Solomons this morning, and we have sailed so far 27.7 nautical miles towards our destination, which is Deltaville, Virginia. It's about 60 miles total, so we're about halfway. It is noon. So we are sailing wing on wing. You can see pulled out jib with a reefed main. We got about 18 to 22 knots behind us. Originally we put 2 reefs in the main. I think we can take 1 out. But we're averaging pretty high still, between 5 and 6 knots, sometimes faster. The trouble is now we have a current that's building against us. The tides have changed, but it's only going to be about 3/4 of a knot total against us, and so we're still keeping up with an average of 5.9 knots. The reason we would like to keep our speed up is because daylight starts waning pretty early, and I think the sun sets today at like 6 o'clock, and so we're gonna try and get to this anchor door. Katie's taking a break, making some tea. Just cruising along here. It is super chilly. I think the high is like 52 today. Yeah, it's 48 degrees right now, but I'm sure the wind chill is like in the low 40s. Yeah. Great day.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there.
Okay, status update. Go ahead, Katie.
Tea is not a double entendre.
No, it's not. In other words, it's spicy out here.
Like my ginger.
Like her ginger tea, yes. So, the waves behind us. These are the biggest waves we've ever been in, I think.
Yeah.
Would you say so? Yeah. And definitely the most amount of wind. We've had 27 knot gusts quite a few times today. Seems to be starting to back off a bit. The gusts are more like 22 or 23 now. I haven't seen anything above 25 lately. We're dead downwind, 2 reefs in the jib, 2 reefs in the main.
That's a double entendre.
That's a double entendre. And we are kind of scared. A little bit. We are, yeah, we've been a little frightened at a few points here. These waves are very ominous, very intense, and I think that this really is, at least in our opinion, big boy and big girl sailing. Just over 14 miles.
14.2.
And yeah, this is a big day. 60 miles in a day. The Chesapeake has delivered today. That's for sure. It's
Ain't no lie.
yeah, it doesn't fool around. We're 73 feet of water right now, and we've had current against us, which is finally right now just switching around. It's going to be slack here in about 15 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Slack. And we're reminiscing on an old Project Atticus video. Shout out to Desiree and Jordan, where they were on a passage and there was big waves around them, and they were talking about how they are bigger than these waves, metaphorically speaking. We are bigger than these waves. So we are bigger than these waves. Not literally, though. So that's the update. Yeah, we are excited to anchor and put the fireplace on.
Have 17 different kinds of drinks.
Yeah,
Only one of them is alcoholic.
Katie wants a spindrift, a tea,
June shine,
and a June shine.
and water.
And water. So 4 drinks, and we're gonna make some salmon and some broccolini and potatoes. And we will be in Deltaville, Virginia. Give me a kiss. Oh, and an update. Katie still is feeling good with her seasickness pill trial. Yeah, a smashing success. This point of sail, these conditions, she would have been definitely feeling it really hard. And you said about 90% alleviated?
Yeah.
So that's really cool. So thank you to our friends Mike and Angie, who gave us a trial.
Of the mystery.
Of the mystery, yeah. It was a mystery seasickness medication.
You're saying it like they gave us a free trial.
Free trials.
Like, weird.
Well, it is kind of like a weird mystery seasickness medication.
It's
Not approved by the FDA.
It's approved in the UK.
It's approved in the UK.
In Canada.
And in Canada, just not in the United States. Katie's on a mission to go pee. It's all right.
The real show happens in the body.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, here she goes. Yeah. There she goes. I know it can get gnarly in there. Finally. Look at that. Finally doing 7 knot surfing again. The winds died. We took all the reefs out of everything. Fire, drinks, dinner on the way. Katy, butt, snout. Okay, we made it. We made it. Okay, one of our favorites. June Shine, tropical citrus. Oh yeah, tropical citrus. We are drinking this with dreams of warmer weather. Cheers, but we sure are cozy in here.
Oh, that is so good. Wow.
Oh wow, that's really good. I know, it's so good. So we got a piece of fish out on the grill. Got some veggies. Potatoes. All right, we're doing it.